Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry this is not a Christmas story this week. I can't find any. But there will be one next week on Christmas Eve, so I hope you enjoy it. Today's story is from the book You Don't Want to Know, and it's called Butt Plugs Were Invented to Cure Headaches, Bad Breath and Insanity. For a very long time the finest medical minds were preoccupied with the question, can this problem be solved by putting something in the bum? In the 1890s, when a certain Dr. Young sat down and set about solving problems, from insomnia to anorexia and indigestion, he came up with a one-size-fits-all solution. Taking an increasingly large series of Dr. Young's ideal rectal dilators and ramming them up your arsehole. First, warm dilator in warm water, then lubricate outside of dilator with Dr. Young's Pilament, or if it's not available with Vaseline, and while in a squatting position or while lying on the side with the knees drawn up, gently insert in the rectum as far as the flange or rim. The instructions to the dilators read. They then recommend you lie yourself down, plugged in like a toaster for at least 10 minutes or half an hour for the best results. The one-size-fits-all solution did not come in just the one size, however. Oh no. These dildos were for people with headaches who also like a bit of a challenge. When ready to go to the next larger size, it is best first to use for a few minutes the same size you have been using, inserting and withdrawing it several times. This is very beneficial and should not be overlooked. The packaging noted that the large, let's face facts here, sex toys were not to be used by anyone under the age of 8, before ruining this obviously good sense point by adding, without doctor's supervision. The plugs themselves were truly intimidatingly large, and Young noted that people would often panic at the sight of them. I'd suggest this might be partly down to the fact that they'd just told a stranger they had a cough, and his response was to whip out a range of dildos, but that's just my opinion. However, Young assured everybody that they'd get used to the plugs by gently working through the sizes, and might even want to buy the secret mega long and extra thick dilator number 5. To help you on your quest was Dr. Young's Pilament. Essentially Vaseline, but for some reason he'd laced it with drugs including belladonna, aka deadly nightshade. Think condoms, but lined with cyanide. Some of Dr. Young's claims weren't as batshit as you'd expect from a guy who thought half an hour with a butt plug was proportionate and time-effective response to bad breath when toothpaste already existed. He wanted the dilators to be used to relieve constipation, and to be fair to him, it probably is easier to go to the toilet when your anus resembles a stretched jumper sleeve you've accidentally rammed your head through. Then, he claimed, it could also cure diarrhea and flatulence, which I imagine would be the case for the entire time it's up there. After that, his claims started to make a lot less sense. He claimed that the product promoted better sleep, could help with bad tastes in the mouth, sallow skin, acne, anemia, lassitude, insomnia, anorexia, headaches, hemorrhoids, prolapse, indigestion, nervousness, irritability, and cold extremities. For good measure, he casually threw out there that it could also cure insanity. The claims were nonsense, as soon would be alleged in court in one of the best-named cases of all time. US versus 67 sets of Dr. Young's rectal dilators and 83 packages of Dr. Young's Pilament. Imagine reading To Kill a Mockingbird as a kid, growing up dreaming of being a noble lawyer fighting injustice, then finding yourself in the prosecution against 67 sets of used dildos. The US Food and Drug Administration ruled that not only were the butt plugs ineffective in curing all the conditions Dr. Young had said they would, but also they would be dangerous to health when used with the frequency and duration prescribed, recommended or suggested in the labellings. Which is why these days, when you tell someone, I've had a bad night's sleep, people rarely respond with, I'll go and fetch the gigantic butt plug. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the wee bell notification. And a huge big thank you to all my subscribers, patrons and members. See you next week. Bye bye.